We good? We here? Here, one second. Let me make sure we're all good. We good? All right. Sorry. I think we're here. I'm not sure, but if we are, hi. If you guys don't know me, I'm Wyatt. I'm the owner of this channel, owner of all the other channels that I actually own: White Games, White Vlogs, White Reacts, and White Brown here. I'm the main host of the what was it called? The Bro Talk podcast. That's what it was. I'm also the editor on videos with Cody's channel. My phone's tweaking out over here. It's like, I don't know, but we have the craziest update yet to come, and I'm happy to announce that we have a new show coming out soon. That's all I got. I'm just kidding. You guys remember that animated TV show I was talking to you guys about? The zombie one? The really cool one that was going to have zombies and stuff, and it was going to be really awesome, and I was going to do this. I decided not to do it. Not because it was really hard, because I don't want to do animation. Like, I love doing animations. I love doing voiceovers for animations, but I don't want to do animations. I like doing live action stuff, you know? I like being in camera. I like being able to speak, show my expressions. Now, there's something that I'm going to be showing you. Okay? Now, it's awesome, and I'm about to swear, because the show that you're going to be watching soon, when the first episode drops, is badass. There. Okay, listen. Okay? Before I show you, it's a fan show, so it's not originally mine. Okay. The idea for this one's originally mine, but where it originates from is not my idea. There's a bunch of spin-offs, and mine's a spin-off of the spin-offs and the spin-offs and off the real show, you know, la 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 la. Let's talk and let's get into it. It's probably backwards for you guys. But The Walking Dead New Blood, created by Wyatt Brown, will be out to the public soon to be streaming the first episode. The first episode is going to be really, really short. Now, that's because I wanted to make kind of like a pilot type episode, which should be long, obviously. I want to go for 30 to 45 minutes, usually for every new episode that's coming out, and you know. But for the first episode, it's gonna be a lot shorter because of I want you guys to get in the mood, and it's really hard to do a solo filming type thing, and everything else. But The Walking Dead New Blood is my take on a fan film type show. I'm very excited to announce that. So that's one of the bigger projects coming out, and I'm honestly like hyped for it. But what I'm really excited for though is the first episode. Obviously, it's really short, like I said, but the first episode is like what I'm excited for, because it's the start of it. But we're doing more than one season. We're not gonna do one season and then quit on it. We're gonna be doing a lot. I have amazing ideas. I have cool things. I want to grow with it. You know, I want to grow with the show. Kind of like what you do when you're on set of a show, and you're in the first season, you're the first episode, you're kind of like the main character, you're growing in, and then you're going in for like many seasons, and that's many years to come while making the seasons. So you're essentially growing up with the cast and everything else, you know. So my cool ideas are going to be awesome. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you my age, but here's the plot for it. So my age is how many years after the apocalypse starts is where it takes place. So where we come in to show you guys the first episode, where we start off is already that many years after the apocalypse. So essentially my age of my character is the same amount of years that the age that he is how many years the apocalypse has been going on. So he was born into the apocalypse, so he doesn't know what life was before. and he only got to used to this one. So he only heard stories, Watso, from everything else. But he essentially grows with the apocalypse. Kind of like how you grow with your show when you're doing seasons. But he's growing with the apocalypse, and he's growing up, and he's going around. He's killing walkers, la 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 la. But he essentially, where we come in for the start, it's just him. So I kind of was going with the Daryl Dixon kind of vibe. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, season 1, where in the actual Walking Dead show, the very first one, the original, which I'm honestly gonna tell you this, I was here for the start of the Walking Dead, and I will be here for the end. Even though obviously that show ended, I'm talking about all the spinoffs, whatever. I'll be here for the end. But for Daryl Dixon, he leaves, right? He leaves at the end. Spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But he leaves at the end of the show, and he goes to find Rick and Michonne, and he does this and that. And when you get to the Daryl Dixon spinoff, you see he arrives. He's by himself for a little bit, and he gets to a point where he meets somebody, and then they end up turning their back, blah blah blah. But besides the point, he's by himself at the start, and that's why I was gonna go. I'm going for that. But the first episode is really focusing on my main character, explaining his story, kind of getting that character development. And I'm not going to go over the whole thing for my episode because then it's going to kind of give it away. And then you're like, I'm not going to want it. Besides the point, it's kind of just him. And we're kind of in there after that many years. And we're going in. And we're learning his story. We're learning what happened. We're learning if he's able to survive that long. If you think about it, my character is kind of like a mix of Daryl Dixon and Rick. Is what I was kind of going for. Obviously, my character's going to change over time, and that's good. Weight-wise, because, weight-wise and character development, and if he's going to be a hard ass or not, and I want him to be a hard ass because that's how you survive. But he doesn't know everything, and that's where all the new cast members will come in, people who are a lot older than my character. Obviously, I haven't made it this far myself, but a lot older than his character, and they'll be teaching him, he'll be learning, but literally, he already knows a lot because he had to learn on his own, because he had nobody at all to help him through it. You'll see a little bit of that, if he had groups or not, but you'll see a lot of that in the first episode. As of filming for the first episode, it hasn't happened yet. I just got done with that thumbnail title. But for the show, though, I want to make a actual intro thing. Intro, title card sequence thingy, whatever you want to call it, blah, intro. I'm just going to call it intro. Where, in AMC's Walking Dead, they got the and then it just does the with the title. After showing off the cast, obviously, the first episode is literally just two people. Two people in the cast for the first episode. And that's because one of the cast members, we all know this person very well, but you probably guess it if you're a longtime fan of these channels that I got going on. You probably know. Also, tell me if you guys can hear me well, because I think I can hear myself well, but my mic's way over here now, so I'm far away. Not that far. I'm like that far. But the thing is, I'm very excited. Like, I can't hold my composure. I'm very excited. And I'm not sure exactly how many episodes are going to be, because it's going to be a while, Obviously, they tend to film theirs before, and then they just kind of air it. But they have theirs pretty much ready to air, or they work their asses off to get it done and then air. But with me, it's going to take a lot longer because I do content creation for you guys, and I do everything on the sides. I still got school and everything else. So it's going to be a while. Plus, with casting members, it's really hard nowadays because me doing online, I don't go out often, and that's a lot harder with me, especially with like how I had Cody over. It was hard to do that to get him over because we live so far apart, and he was here. He was in town for spring break, so it was a lot easier that time. But he lives a few hours away, so it's really hard to get that time in. But with some of my friends, I'm trying to get in contact again. Um, which I'm working on that. We're good. I'm gonna see if they want to be in it. You know, it'd be really cool to have them in the thing. Plus, I need to get some actors to play some walkers. You know, get some prosthetics and stuff, which is gonna be awesome. But it takes so long. Then we'll go to the thrift store and stuff and get some clothes. But yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited. I'm very hyped. The first episode is obviously a little slow, and it's not gonna be awesome. It's not. It's gonna be badass. It is, but it's also not gonna be super well done or super polished either because it's my character and his backstory, and it's kind of just following him and him only, and it's just that's why it's so short. It's not explaining the whole thing. Let alone, I don't have a lot of stuff for walkers anyways, so there's not a lot I can do with that. So you'll have to see the episode when it airs on that. But I gotta figure out that intro now. So we did hit 11 minutes, so we should be good. But that's all. I mean, I'm very excited. The Walking Dead New Blood, created by me. First episode will be out soon. Don't know when, but it'll be out soon. Probably when I get storage on my phone because I don't have my camera anymore. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later.